Scroll Toyota, leading the way every day. And Scroll Toyota, symbols of trust.
We are doing well. Our soldiers are focused. They're performing the mission well. We're well received here by all the people we work with and support. All in all, the battalion's doing well, and our companies, each of our companies are doing well also.
I stand before you today as the proud commander of 588 of the finest men and women Guam and the Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Islands have to offer.
Lieutenant Colonel Mike Tuffer says the nearly 600 Guam National Guard soldiers of the 1st Battalion, 294th Infantry Regiment are doing good work in Afghanistan.
I stand before you today as the proud commander of 588 of the finest men and women Guam and the Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Islands have to offer.
The battalion commander tells PNC in a phone interview they have covered over 25,000 miles providing transportation and security to thousands of key civilian and military officials in the country. He also says they have already completed over 3,000 missions almost 3 months into their deployment. Under the name of Task Force Guam, Tuffer notes the battalion is anticipated to cover up to 150,000 miles before they return to Guam in early 2014. He gives an example of what a mission could be like for their soldiers.
The mission could be a 3-day mission. It just depends on the requirement and what we're being asked to do. And once again, those are generally providing mounted security forces to escort individuals or a group of individuals. We also provide personal security details to certain distinguished personnel, whether they be civilian or military.
Tuffer says working as part of the NATO training mission in Afghanistan has been mind-boggling for a lot of Guam soldiers because they are surrounded by so many people from contributing nations such as Canada, France, and Great Britain. He also says much of the security they provide is for civilians.
You would probably be surprised to see how many civilians there actually are in Afghanistan, probably even outnumbering the military. In fact, I believe that to be true.
Task Force Guam has also dealt with the devastating loss of Sergeant Eugene Michael Uggan and Specialist Dwayne Flores. They were killed on May 16th when a suicide bomber rammed into their convoy in the capital city of Kabul. Tuffer explains it has been a challenge to recover from their deaths.
You know, the loss of our two brothers was difficult, and there was a specific recovery effort that we had to make to push past that, because obviously there was some people very close to Dwayne and Gene.
Tuffer mentions they did a good job in showing Uggan and Flores the honor and respect they deserve, but they still have to move forward with their mission. He also says they are facing scorching temperatures in excess of 120 degrees with little humidity in the south and southwest region of Afghanistan and heavy traffic in Kabul.
There's a lot of traffic, and if you can imagine LA without the highways, it's very congested. Well, think of Manila. It's much like Manila. Unfortunately, the difference is now instead of driving in, say, a minivan, we're driving in an up-armored, mine-resistant, ambush-protected vehicle. It's a huge vehicle.
While Task Force Guam is accomplishing mission milestones, a key component of their success is the support of family and friends back on Guam. Tuffer says the soldiers thrive on the support from home. He mentions contact with loved ones and care packages are very important for the mindset of the battalion.
I would just encourage families and friends, keep those care packages coming. You cannot imagine the smiles it puts on soldiers' faces when they get those items from home that remind them about friends and family and their home in Guam.
Meanwhile, Tuffer says the majority of the battalion is still set to come home by late January or early February of next year. He adds that he's proud of how the soldiers are representing not only Guam, but the CNMI as well. He asked the community to keep them in their thoughts and prayers.
Our soldiers are among the best soldiers in the world. They're professional. They're well-mannered. They take their job seriously. We have very few disciplinary issues relative to a lot of other units. So Guam and the CNMI should be very proud of their soldiers. They bring honor to our region.